Can you share your thoughts on why that idea of moving kind of slower to get started is the right approach?
You've got to take an agile approach to becoming agile. If that's something you want to do, then don't do it in a waterfall, big bang way. Be agile about becoming agile. What we talk about a lot in the book is the S curve. And luckily, with this being visual, it's not just a podcast. I can actually bring the little curve up that S curve. And what that is about is, well, great. You start with awesome intentions, but then there's a dip. You're always going to slow down. Learning new things is going to slow you down before it speeds you up. That is simply natural. And that dip, the bigger the dip, the more likelihood is you're going to fail. If you're doing a massive transformation, that dip is going to be long. It's going to be months, 6 months, maybe even into the years. And the strong likelihood is your managers, your organization are going to give up on that point and say, this isn't working. The pace that you can change is the pace of unlearning and relearning. And people have a limited capacity to unlearn their old ways and effectively relearn new ways on top of that. That needs a lot of leadership support. And ultimately, that change is emergent. Trying to plan it in a big way assumes a deterministic approach to change. It assumes you've got a crystal ball that you can predict the future. The patterns of agility, like the Spotify model or the Scaled Agile framework that worked for someone else maybe are going to work for you. That's simply not the case. Every organization is unique, and the way of improving ways of working is emergent. So instead of having one big S curve, what we say is you should have lots of small S curves. Each one is an experiment of how different practices work in your organization. You can use some awesome techniques like the Toyota Katas in particular, the coaching kata, to run those experiments, to push teams hard beyond where they think they can go. But ultimately, those experiments are about learning what works well to improve your organization. And you simply have to do that in small ways. You have to learn, and it will take time. And those experiments will push you up the continuous improvement curve, but they're all contextual, and that they are not big bang. It's start small and build big from that small.